And just obviously the crowd's going to be crazy tonight for a Game 7. Just how much do you guys need to have a good start to kind of harness that energy early on and kind of ride that wave?
Yeah, I mean, obviously looking forward to having a good start. Like you said, the building's going to be electric and something our fans deserve. So we're excited to be able to put on a good show.
Front right, Jordan.
Yeah, for both you guys, Vladdy's been the only guy on either team who's played in a Stanley Cup Final Game 7. Have you guys talked to him, picked his brain about just what might go into playing a game like this tonight?
Not really. We all know how to play the game. Like it's gonna be a fun game. We're all excited for it. We're just gonna go out and play.
I think like his quote the other day was, pressure's a privilege. So I think it kind of goes back to that we earn the right to be in this position. So enjoy it and give it everything you got.
Left side, second row.
Ryan, this is for you. This team has been together, been through so much, and now this is the last day of it. And there's a lot of guys who may not be here next year, a lot of free agents. Is there also, in addition to doing everything you want for Game 7, is there an embracing part of this just as a team, too, for everything you've been through? Could this could be the last game together for for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, whether we win or lose, today's the last day of our season. So, it's definitely something bittersweet. We've been enjoying every moment, but, even more so now getting to the end of the road, you enjoy every second you get with the guys.
Front right.
Kevin, kind of a similar question, but coming in this year to a team that already had an established core with Rhino, Barkey, Chucky, all these guys, what was it like, and how what does that core of guys bring to this team? Like, how much energy do they bring aside from just stuff they do on the ice?
Well, as Lom said, we're a real tight group. It's like a family here, so it's gonna be hard to not see everyone here next year, and looking forward. But we have one more game. We're gonna enjoy it together.
Left side, second row, Tom.
Ryan, I know there was like a meeting right after the game on Friday. Just how has Coach Maurice been with you guys, I guess, since then, kind of maybe helping you get back on point, and also mentally maybe also helping you get back on point?
Yeah, he's been great. Ever since the second he's gotten here, it's been the hard way, and we've earned everything we've gotten up to this point. So for us, it's it's pretty cliche, but if we would have told everybody in the locker room at the start of the year we would be playing the last game of the season, Game 7 Stanley Cup Finals, I think we all would have jumped at that opportunity. So he's done a phenomenal job keeping us dialed in and making sure we're not too high and low. So we're excited for the challenge tonight.
Take a couple more in English, back right.
Ryan, can you take us through the last 24 hours or so? Was sleep even possible last night? Is a nap even? Are you even going to bother trying today?
I'm going to try for sure. I would imagine I'll toss and turn a little bit. I know last night I told my wife to make sure I was in bed about an hour and a half earlier than I usually do, just because anticipating, a little bit of restlessness and stuff like that. So I was toss and turn a bit. Obviously, it's the most exciting opportunity you could dream about as a hockey player. So with that in mind, obviously a little bit tougher to fall asleep, but I got some sleep. I feel great. Nap is probably another challenge today, but come game time, my goodness, we're going to be gassed up and ready to go.
One more in English, right side.
Ryan, what has Vlad brought to your team since his arrival? The game-winning goal against the Rangers, series-winning goal, and the experience as we've talked about with the Game 7.
Yeah, like you guys said, I think first and foremost is the experience. He's a champion. He's somebody, like you guys have noted, has played in a Game 7 Stanley Cup Finals and has won in that game. So, for him, he's kind of he's always been even keel with us. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Make sure that we're just doing the right things. We win a game, he makes sure he points out the things we did right, and if we lose a game, he makes sure again he points out the things that we did right. So it's been a great experience having him here as a teammate and as a brother, and we're excited to cross that finish line with him.
Ryan, thank you for your time. You could hop off if you'd like. We'll take one question in Swedish, back left.
Kevin, jag har fattat när du kommer till rinken idag så är allt som vanligt och man vill göra samma rutiner. Men Ryan berättade lite här om känslan som det kan vara ändå. Yeah. Very good. liksom, har det varit något ögonblick för dig där du ändå har känt att det här är, liksom, det är det största man kan få uppleva som spelare? De flesta får aldrig uppleva en sån här match.
Jag vet inte riktigt. Jag vet inte om jag har fattat det än faktiskt. Man försöker göra sina vanliga saker och sådär, men man märker ju på media och på grabbarna och liksom det är stort liksom. Så att det är svårt att ta sig in, men det ska bli spännande att spela.
Tack. Thank you, Ryan, for setting up the question. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Great question.
Through a lot these last several years, but obviously the last 2 years in particular, these deep runs. Just how much does all that collective experience do you think gonna maybe help in a game like this?
Yeah, I think it's important. We're a really close group, and we've been through a lot together. This has been a long year, but I think our closeness and how well we mesh together is really going to help us in this situation.
Front right.
Yeah, for both of you, going off the lines of experience, Vlad, only one he's been into a Game 7 Stanley Cup final. Just his experience, what has he brought to you guys, and how valuable could him knowing what the Game 7 Stanley Cup final is like could help you guys tonight?
Yeah, I think that's why he was targeted at the deadline. That's why guys wanted him in their locker room. We've felt that experience. We felt that that knowledge that he's brought to our group, and it's for situations like these. So I think you got to utilize past experiences, and he's certainly been there before, and he's succeeded.
Left side, second row, Emily.
Hey guys, for both of you, if you don't mind. Obviously, if Game 7 is a fresh opportunity, doesn't matter what happened in the past, you win tonight, all's forgotten. But I'm just curious how you don't let doubt creep in after what happened in the last 3 games. Like, if you could share your process for dealing with that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's just you treat it as one game. Nothing in the past matters now. All that matters is tonight, and we have an opportunity to do something special. So that's our whole mindset, our whole focus, and that's all that matters.
We'll stay in that same row, Dan.
Sir, Sam Reinhart, you're one of 11 guys on this team who's a pending unrestricted free agent. That is the furthest thing from your mind right now, I understand. But is there part of today also embracing moments with your team in addition to everything else that you have going on? Because it could be the last day for a lot of you guys with this group.
I think every year there's so much turnover. Our situation's not any different. I think no matter what position you are, you want to maximize the opportunities you have with this group, because it's never going to be the same. This group's no different. Obviously there's something bigger and more important on the line. But no matter what position, whether it's last game of the season or middle of the playoffs or like it is now end of the playoffs, there's going to be a lot of turnover. That's just the nature of the business.
Back right.
Benny, every coach in the world has a speech for a moment like this, but does Paul actually have to say anything tonight? Does anything need to be said at this point with this game, these stakes?
I'm sure he's going to have one heck of a speech tonight, but I think it just comes down to each player looking at themselves, and it doesn't take much to get up for a game like this. So everyone knows what they need to do tonight. It's it's just a matter of doing it. So not much needs to be said.
We'll take one more question, front left.
Sam Reinhart, this one's for you. Coach Paul Maurice has talked to us over the past couple of days about how he wants to see more offensive speed out of you guys. I mean, how do you guys build that up as a unit, and you personally as well?
I think you utilize your time and space. Sometimes you think you have less than you actually do. So I think it's guys driving the play a little bit more, hanging on to pucks, and it'll open up for us a little bit more.